gonna have to see how I'm doing this because there's a few issues. There's direct rainwater coming in when there's a northwest wind, which quite often that will hit the door. But I can fix that with a little latch on the door that will divert the water outside. When there's a big rainstorm, water will come over ground here. But eventually with the landscaping I can keep that away. And there's a height difference in floor. So the floor will be like 40-50 centimeters lower, 1.5 feet lower than the outside ground level. And the door is quite low, so I need to see how I can just comfortably step in and out. So there will be some sort of stairs here, which I didn't do over there, and there it's very uncomfortable to go in and out, which is not necessary because that's just a window, not an entrance. It's a bit more importance. Maybe I sketch it out, it's a bit easier to understand. Okay, I think this is the way to do it. It's a crosscut of the house, and this is a detail. So when rainwater in a storm with wind comes against the door, it drips down, goes over this little latch, which is called a buffo here, which means mustache, and then it drips outside. A concrete pad to create stairs, so this needs to be a little bit higher than ground level, and then one step and then a second step you're on the ground floor. I have to see exactly how high this needs to be, which is just a matter of trying it out, just walking in and out and what is comfortable with the low door height, which I cannot make higher because of regulations. And then inside are going to be the retaining walls again, like all around, like that, the same way as I did over there. I have to see if I connect this. Probably I'll put rebar all around so it's all connected with each other. And then eventually with rainwater, like last week was a big storm, water comes quite close to the walls over there, so there's some work to be done eventually with landscaping, so all the rainwater goes around the houses. Some will go through the middle here still, but I can just lead it away from the houses, but that's for later. You guys bring these up there.
Yeah.
And do it together there. For two people, it's fine. The first file has the bigger stones. You can throw it on there.
Are you leveled out a bit better than before?
Yeah, your level now? Yeah, it looks better. You cannot see it, is there?
My weight comes below from when you go to some shop and ask for bread. Or, but if you want to have like fresh bread, you know, bakery, not the packed stuff.
Compact.
Yeah.
You can get in there. But we'll figure it out. So get the hang of it.
Now, the rooster is.
The rooster disagrees. Oh wow, they're big?
No, I tried to get the smaller ones. They're just growing. I've been eating for 2 weeks
Only
every day for
zucchini.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they grow that big. So,
Amazing. Yeah, mine are late. I mean, everything's late. Like the tomatoes are becoming red now.
that's good.
But the rest, aubergine is not.
I think they're the most heat-loving, right?
Huh?
Does it have fruit?
No, the pumpkin is starting.
Okay.
One pumpkin.
And my pumpkin is ending, I think. I have 2 pumpkins like this, but today, yesterday I saw mildew on the leaves.
had it for a while. I don't remember what it's like.
What?
Burrata.
Burrata, it's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Of balsamico and basilicum. Perfect starter. Bruschetta. So how's the work today, guys? Would you like to do that every day for your homestead?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Better than 9 to 5,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
you can see what you did.
Yeah. You made a lot of progress. in
So
it,
we can see, oh, that's nice fence now.
Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed doing like
Building. Or
building stuff,
Or
like the,
crafting.
I don't know, the pipe, like little projects. You kind of make something physical,
Good idea.
rather than clicking on a computer.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad either. Like you can also do a lot of work that way, but on a day to day, it gets more tiring. I feel than
Yeah, you need a
Physical work.
physical element in your life.
Yeah, I always thought if I could choose again, I wouldn't do again the same as I do now as system engineer.
Mm.
Maybe I would do with wood.
Yeah.
System engineer, wooden computers.
Craft wooden cases.
Yeah. No, it's just few days a week. I mean, video editing, for example, is the same work. It's on a
Yeah.
computer. It's clicking, and I'm glad it's only 2 days a week.
But when are you doing the cutting every week? Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday editing and Sunday YouTube uploads and thumbnail, subtitles, just getting everything ready. Is it native to South Tyrol or not? I've never seen it.
In German it's called stick bread.
Is it more German, you're saying?
I don't know, because we do it also a lot in South Germany. Maybe it's Austria German, our region.
Right.
We make pizza. Germans making bread.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Nice.
Because you will see the mozzarella dripping, but that's fine.
Maybe spread some butter on it. That would be nice.
Oh yeah. Or even olive oil.
Yeah. Okay, nice. More of that one. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Guys did a lot of fencing So it's going in the forest there, and eventually it will come out here. It's basically there to keep wildlife out and cows. I mean, smaller wildlife can obviously travel through, but mostly the cows that migrate from one patch to the other in the summer. It's to keep people out, you know. It's more like a psychological barrier, because obviously you just can go through if you want, but I'm just putting fence around the sort of private area that I'm using here. The public roadways that are going through the land and like the hiking trails, because my land goes up quite a bit higher, and also down there. They're still publicly available. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing like chicken wire still on that point, but I'm not sure if a dog comes in at a point where there's no chicken wire, it's locked in at the places where you have chicken wire. So a fence that's not finished creates sometimes more problems than a no fence at all. So I have to think about how I'm going to do that. I'm just digging, doing concrete work, shoveling dirt, kind of enjoying the work. Because, you know, when I did the first cabin, that's just, you have not so much experience with these type of houses and the soil, and big surprises of stone stuck in the ground and you don't know how to get it out. Now, when my pickaxe just hits a rock, just through the vibration you know how big it is, how it's positioned in the ground, you know how to get it out, and I'm just more accepting the work, and I just know how much work it is, and if you take it slowly, it's kind of enjoyable work. So I don't mind doing it. Take as much time as I need for it, and it's coming along. Doorway's soon finished. I have to create an extra patch of concrete where the door is gonna sit. So I did it in 2 stages, and then I can start doing the first part of the retaining wall. I'm gonna do it in parts again, like I did the first cabin. That turned out well. I have no moisture problems at all with this cabin after a year of a winter and a summer, so rainwater doesn't come in. There's only a little bit of condensation in one corner, which is buried deep in the ground, but most of it's just performing really well. So I'm gonna approach it the same way on this cabin.